Good morning, sir or madam. This video is about my project hybrid machine learning techniques for sustainable agriculture. And everybody knows agriculture plays a critical role in Indian global economy, and it contributes a major part to the gross domestic product. With the expansion of the human population, it is necessary to maintain food security, and it can be achieved by agricultural yield production by the nation. So the yield of the crop is mainly determined by climatic conditions like temperatures, rainfall, soil conditions, and fertilizers. Due to variable factors, the production gets affected and remains a huge problem for the agriculture sector to strengthen the need for exactness of proper analyzing. So recently, machine learning algorithms are used by researchers to predict the yield of a crop before it actually cultivated. This proposed system has a machine learning algorithms of Logistic, Regression, and random forest to enhance the yielding. On this project suggests a fertilizer based on the soil conditions like nitrogen, potassium, and um, K values, soil types, soil pH, humidity, and moisture. Fertilizer recommendations is primarily done by using the machine learning random forest algorithm. So let's see about the existing system. Here, the existing system is used a content-based approach. While building the model first checks for similarity between all the pairs of the datasets and then uses the most similar items to generate a recommendation list. In this approach, similarity between the agricultural dataset has been found using term frequency. So it is a inverse Stockman frequency, TF, IDF, which is denoted as, and VGG16 model is also used in here in the proposed system. Here the crop disease was detected. Here the crop disease was detected using CNN model, and here the crop disease was detected only after the disease occurred, not before. So it may lead us a disadvantage for this existing systems. Now let us see the drawbacks of the existing work. These are the drawbacks of the existing work. The existing system makes it difficult to identify which locations are suitable for which agriculture. So we gotta find the exact agricultural crops or agricultural fertilizers which we can use for the crops in the agricultural land. The materials and the plant samples will not be selected according to the appropriate standards and will not analyze whether the chosen materials and planting samples sustain the climatic conditions of the chosen location. You can also determine the climatic conditions, and you can also relate it to the crop and fertilizer we are using on the land based on climatic conditions. The existing system only finds the diseased crops, so it may already have affected the crops and spread to nearby ones. That's what we have to deal within this proposed system. So we are going to see the proposed system next. Yeah, the proposed machine learning algorithms have logistic regression and numbers, as I have mentioned before. The project suggests a fertilizer based on the soil conditions like NPK, soil values, soil types, soil pH, humidity, temperature, and moisture, and we can provide fertilizer that have to be used to prevent fleas, bacteria, and other disastrous things to the crops. Here the fertilizers like DAP, 28, 2020, and 17, urea, 14, 35, 14, like many are used here. Here in this proposed work, I have used HTML web applications as a front end, and to connect the backend, I have used Flask, and in the backend, Python program is executed. Let us see the advantage of the proposed work. The advantages are improved the yield of the crops. So we are neglecting the crop disease before it occurs, so we can improve the yield of the crops. Reduces side effects caused by wrong fertilizer uses. Yeah, we can reduce the side effects and reduces soil pollution by using toxic. Yeah, we can reduce the usage of toxic fertilizers or unwanted fertilizers for the crop. We can only use the necessary fertilizers for the recommended crops. So used to maintain soil nutrient. Yeah, if we use correct fertilizer, the soil nutrient would be maintained. It enhances the metabolism of plants correctly and decreases causing unwanted disease in crops. Yeah, it decreases unwanted diseases in crops due to correct prediction of the fertilizers used for the crops. Yeah, these are the advantages, and this is the block diagram of my project. So we have a data set from the Kaggle and data from users. We are getting input from the user like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, temperature, humidity, and soil crop type, and it is taken into the backend, and it is calculated by Logistic, Regression, and random forest. Here random forest is highest specifiable and accurable algorithm, so random forest will be used, and in front end the output will be produced. The fertilizer which we have to use for the input readings will be shown in the front end HTML as fertilizer prediction page. So we have used two different HTML pages here and here. This is the first page. We give inputs like about the I have already mentioned what are the inputs, and we have to click submit as we see in the second output page, and once the submit button is clicked, the values will be submitted to the backend, and the Python program will predict the correct output. Here the 17 is the suitable fertilizer for the given input. So it also shows location, accurate location, which we can it is just an example location based on the given data type, based on the given data on Python backend. It's just in future, it's just like in a future enhancement. It's not implemented in it. And at last, we'll conclude by I will say this is a fresh method for the prediction of soil with fertilizers. The suggested approach was capable of accurately analyzing the kind of soil nutrients, the soil leaf disease existing in the crop, but our conclusion will be the fertilizer prediction is made before the crop is diseased. So this strategy will be adaptable and improved much better according to the demands of the user. A few different crops were used to test the suggested methodology. Yeah, we can also increase extra fertilizers. I have only insisted 7 fertilizers in here. We can also increase extra fertilizer predictions. Yeah, and in the study, ML system is used to suggest viable crops based on the data. The soil data particular to a certain area only, so it is a limited amount of data is used in here. So we can we have to remodel the whole thing to get output for more amount of data. To create successful agriculture system, this would offer a comprehensive crop accommodation based on geographical, environmental, and economic factors. So that's it. That's all about my project. Thank you.